everyone. I'd like to thank my replay viewers for stopping by and watching. We're sorry that we missed you live, but we hope that you enjoy. If you'd like to follow me so that you can catch me next time, simply because it's something different, and I wanted to do something different. I'm Dee Dee from refreshingtalk.com, and I welcome you to my Periscope. I don't scope very often, but I am learning how to scope better and scope more, and so I'd like to give a shout out right away to my scope mentor, Amira Martin, and my scope sisters who are in the e-course with me. So just want to say hey, and we're all doing this together. So I'm out here in my yard, and there's a big neighborhood yard sale going on. It's actually happens twice a year, so many of you probably have that same thing going on in your neighborhood, but at any rate, this is a really big one. So I just wanted to come out and be where the people are, and also it's turned out to be a beautiful day. It's been very rainy for the past week and a half to 2 weeks, so this is very, very nice. So I just really wanted to hop on here real quick and talk a moment about perfection, because I think one of my mottos is that perfection is overrated, and I think that we tend to head towards that as an ultimate goal. But I think that perfection in our lives can be very can be in a lofty goal. It also be very I don't want to say dangerous, but it can hinder us in ways like this scope. I would have normally taken inside and set my things up, and usually I'll do that, and probably in future scopes I will, but I kind of wanted to do something different so that I could demonstrate, stepping out of the box a little bit, trying something. It's not going to be perfect. You may hear noises. This broadcast may get interrupted because I'm a little bit too far away from the Wi-Fi, but I think it'll hold. I do a lot of musing about everyday things, just in my life in general, and trying to let God show me something deep in the ordinary. And I've just come to learn that perfection is overrated. I think the biggest thing that it is a joy stealer. There's fun in doing things if you don't have to have it perfect, if you don't have the expectation that you will be perfect at something. Case in point, we went over, this is a big one. Last year we had the opportunity, my whole family and I, for the first time, to get to go to Spain. And my husband was overseeing about 36 students in a program for James Madison University, studied abroad. And so if he gets to go, we all get to go. So, but here's the deal. I'm familiar with Spanish, right? But not exactly fluent. Like, I have a knack for languages, but it took me a while. And so not too long, but here's the point. I could have gotten hung up on my perfection of execution, my perfection of elocution, all that stuff. Or I could just say, you know what? I'm not a native Spanish speaker. I'm not a Spaniard. I'm not Hispanic. But guess what? I'm going to just jump in with both feet and try. And every time I did that, the people of Spain met me. They smiled. Some of them chuckled. Some of the things I said were funny. Some of the things my husband said, the kids said, were funny. But you know what? They saw that we were trying. And I learned something valuable during that time, that the try is sometimes way more valuable than the perfect execution. I'm never going to be perfect. I didn't grow up in a Spanish-speaking household, so I'm never going to be perfect in that. I can get better. And so I think progression and not perfection is something that we ought to aim for. And so that's kind of what I do in my life. Case in point, number 2, physical fitness. Okay, when you hit your 40s, some things change, some metabolism shifts happen, and so you have to make adjustments for that. And look, see what I'm talking about, unplanned things? There's my daughter. There's Adia. There's one of my wonderful, I consider her perfect, children. Yes, babe, yes. Go across the street? Okay. See, she likes to participate in the yard sale too, so she's just going across the street. Watch the cars. So in my fitness journey, I've had to make some adjustments. And I've had some failings at trying to get a few pounds off, but you know what? I see my body making progress, and that's what I have to focus on. I have to focus on that progression, and sometimes the progression in fitness or anything that we're doing is so slow or so minute. Sometimes we miss it. And so we get all bent out of shape about perfection, or no, it's all or nothing, and we can't have that in our life. There's nobody perfect. There's nobody perfect that walked this earth except Jesus. And so we're all in the stage of trying and moving towards the mark. And so I won't stay on this long because I know there'll be people in and out, but I just want to encourage you that don't let perfection, the seeking out of perfection, steal your joy. I see that. I guess I need to put these pancakes in the tray. Yeah, well, you know what? Hey, it was about the try, right? It was about the try. Yeah, I love that because when we're trying something new, not that cooking is new to you or me, but, you know, even when we're trying a new recipe or trying something, just the fact that we're in there, the joy, the experience of the moment. I've had more fun trying stuff with my kids, trying something new with my husband, and I'm looking forward to more, taking advantage of more opportunities for that. Isn't that the truth? And so I just want to be in the game. I don't want to have to think it through because I tend to overthink it. And when I try something and maybe it's not tending towards the perfection, then I'm like, oh man, and then it'll shut you down. You'll be like, well, if I can't do it all perfect and just the way I saw it on Pinterest, or just the way I saw somebody do it on their doctored up video that they took hours to put together that made it look like they did it on the fly when they didn't. Come on, somebody, talk to me. That's not real life. And so we've got to learn that the joy is in the journey, the joy is in the try, and it's all about progress, whether it's your fitness journey, whether it's learning something new, whether it's preparing to travel or do something you've just never done. The joy is in the try. Hang on for 1 second. Yes, babe. Right down to Hannah's house? Okay, see how much those flowers are for me, babe? Okay, see what I mean? We're having fun out here today. But I just want to encourage you to not let the hook of perfection steal the joy out of your life. You are worth way more than that. There's some things that you're going to learn, that I'm going to learn, and pick up. The joy is in the try. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Lady James. I appreciate that. Don't let it steal you. There are going to be some things that we do that we're just going to grab like that, and we're going to see, oh, that's a gift that God placed inside me. I gravitate towards it. Boom. There'll be other things you'll be like, well, I made another memory. It may not have turned out as I saw it in my head, but I made that try. And so I just want to encourage you, take a moment, step back, stop pushing towards perfection. Don't push your family towards perfection. Push towards the experience, giving it a try. Some things you have to try over and over again. Like, this is real simple. In my high school years, I didn't like yogurt. Between high school and college, I didn't like yogurt. I had tried yogurt not once, not twice, but 3 times. It was on the 3rd time where I really found some really good yogurt. I forget what kind it was, but I found some that I really, really enjoyed, and I've been a yogurt eater ever since. But sometimes you got to step back from that thing and then give it another push. But don't push yourself so hard that all your joy is just stolen, and you just feel like a failure. See, a lot of times when we push towards perfection in life, it's all or nothing, and then we walk around with our head hanging low, thinking that we failed at something, when really, when we're trying to step out in a new business, when we're trying to push our blog to another level, when we're trying to make some connections, you never know what God will allow you to stumble upon. I happened to stumble upon several connections just because I said, you know what, I'm going to reach out as a blogger. I'm going to reach out and try. The worst they can say is no. It was nothing personal. I am so glad that I've encouraged. See, that's my goal, is to encourage somebody else. Let God use my life to encourage somebody else. I'm so glad that you're encouraged. And so, there've been some no's. There've been some, maybe I realized, okay, maybe I'm not quite at the caliber where they need to be. That's okay. That's not going to stop me from trying. It's not going to stop me from trying big. Ha ha ha. Yes. I see that God is in your life, and He is with you. He's committed to you. And so even if you fail, it's okay. You're not a failure in His eyes. Get up, let Him dust you off, and keep it moving. But enjoy life. Enjoy the progression that you're making. And the joy is in the try. So I really appreciate you all joining me today outside. This has been my first Periscope outside ever. So I'm enjoying this. And I hope that you will stop by my blog, refreshingtalk.com. Again, if you want to follow me right there, feel free to press that little Perry guy, and so that you'll catch me next time that I'm live. I promise you that I'll have something encouraging for your heart. My joy is to enrich your life and to inspire you for more. Thanks so much for all of you who have joined. If you didn't catch all of this, just make sure you catch the replay, and your soul will be encouraged. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. I'm going to try. I'm not even going to be perfect. I'm going to try and swipe down to stop. Okay, have a good one, y'all. Bye.